Going a little long today. Do we have any questions?
We do have a couple
Okay.
questions. Let's get to them. All right, so for this week, Aaron Ellett asked, he says, "Hi, sir, I had a quick question on rotating curriculum. We currently use a rotating curriculum, but we are finding it a challenge for the review process of the students get closer to black belt. Do you require them to perform all ranked material from beginner to intermediate and intermediate to advanced? If so, how do you delegate the time to review in class? Thank you for your help."
Think of, I'm assuming from what you said, you have, let's take 8 to 12-year-olds for example, and you've broken them down to beginners class, let me white, yellow, orange belts. Then you have blue, purple, green belt students is your intermediate class, and you got your brown, brown 2, red, red 2, or whatever, your advanced class. Think of the journey to black belt or junior black belt as a series of what is really 1, 2, 3, 4 tests. You've got your rotating curriculum for your beginners class. And they have, yes, they have those white to yellow, yellow to orange belt testings, but they also have a big test. The orange going to purple, which is, then they move from beginners to advanced. That's a more serious, more detailed test with more expectations, and you should even make a bigger deal that, hey, you're getting ready, this is your purple belt test. This is when you're getting ready to go up to the intermediate program. You got to look extra sharp, right? And then, of course, they need to have that same type of energy. They progress through the next 3 belt levels, but when they take that test, getting ready to go into the advanced class, that needs to be another test that's more detailed, more focused, and now they got to do everything that was taught in the beginners and taught in the intermediates. Then they go into, if they pass successfully into brown belt, they go into the advanced class. Same thing, before they get ready to go to black belt or junior black belt, they're going to have to, we have them participate in a 12-week boot camp. Sometimes we even do 6 months, once a month, and then the last 3 months it's once a week, where that's the time we take to clean up everything, and then it would be a comprehensive test. When I say comprehensive only to the things that are important, right? So I don't know your curriculum, but I would have them do all the self-defense techniques that I feel that are important, all the kicking techniques that I feel are important. Do I have to spend a lot of time on some horse stance reverse punch, maybe during a warm-up or something, and I'm going to have them perform the katas that I feel are important. So it's comprehensive with the techniques that you want them to actually be able to perform and know at a certain level of expectation as a black belt or junior black belt. So don't think of it as, wow, they go through all this rotating curriculum and you're having a hard time getting them ready for black belt. They're going through all this rotating curriculum, but they're taking 1 comprehensive test, 2 comprehensive tests, 3 comprehensive tests before they, in order to get their black belt. Okay, that's one way of breaking it down and thinking about it. I don't know your curriculum. I don't know if you've broken the groups up into beginner and advanced or beginner, intermediate, advanced. But that's the best answer I can give you with what I know. If it doesn't suffice, by all means, email me at barry@barryvanover.com and give me your phone number and I'll call you and we can talk about it a little bit one-on-one. Okay.
Next question for this week is Kevin R. He says, "Hello, sir. I hope all is well. I held a school talk at one of my students' schools located near our academy. The class was invited back today for the follow-up session." So it sounds like a mass enrollment or a mass intro as we would call it. "Unfortunately, no one showed up to the event. What am I doing wrong and what can I do to correct these mistakes for next time? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, sir."
It sounds like this is the first time you've done it. So I would say that it being your first time, doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just didn't work this time. And you probably, I don't know what presentation you did. I don't know how good you did it. I know that people think they're doing a good presentation with the kids, but maybe it's not appropriate. For example, if you're doing my ABCs of Success and you did it textbook with energy and rapport, then I can better help you. But if you got up there and you taught some crazy technique and break some boards and you taught them what the Kempo hand over fist means and you taught them a bunch of things that really isn't exciting them, then there's probably why nobody's showing up. So content, okay, what you're teaching them, delivery, how you're teaching it to them, are you connecting? I remember being at a school doing a school talk with these kids in this lady's elementary school class. This kid walks up to me and goes, Mr. Vanover, can I ask you a question? Hey, would you like to come over to my house tonight and jump on my trampoline? So I built rapport with those kids to the point that they wanted to spend more time with me. They want to come and see me on Saturday to experience more of what I do. So that's the delivery is very important in connecting with them. So content, delivery, and then promotion. Did you hand them a Mass Intro card that says, great job, awesome job on your first lesson, you're invited back to Premier Martial Arts this Saturday, June 18th at 10 a.m. to take your second lesson, earn your white belt, get a free uniform. So was your promotion interesting enough? Did you promote it right and give them something to put in their hand? Did you offer a free martial arts uniform? Did you tell them they're going to break rule boards in front of mom and dad? Did you tell them you're going to have pizza and refreshments? Did you make it exciting enough to make them want to come and attend? When you do a school talk with a group of kids, you should have this happen every single time. During the question and answer, kids raise their hand and they're concerned because they know for a fact they can't make it this Saturday because mom and dad's already planned on taking them to grandma's or to a park, wherever they're going, to Dollywood or whatever, right? And they're concerned about it. Hey, Mr. Vanderwerf, I can't make it this Saturday because we're going to Uncle Joe's house. I'm like, chill, it's okay. Have your mom call the number on the card. Have them call me. We'll schedule a private time for you to come and me and you do this information one-on-one. I just turn it into a second intro during the week. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight on what might have happened that they didn't come back. Content, what you're saying, delivery, how you're saying it, promotion. What did you hand out promote-wise and the offer to make them want to come? Okay? All right.
Last question, real quick here. John L. asks, my program director is having a problem with prospects not showing up for their second lesson. Why do you think this is happening and what should we change? So they're coming to the first, they're showing up, but they're not coming back for the second lesson.
Wow, I don't understand that. There's absolutely no reason why someone doesn't come back for the second lesson. They either paid 20 or 29 bucks for the 2-lesson program, right?
Correct.
So why wouldn't they come back, right? They got a uniform, but they don't have the belt. Looks like they want to come back at least to get the belt, right? So there's only 3 reasons why people don't sign up once they get to your school. Price, commitment, or you suck. They don't like your school, they don't like you, they didn't like your presentation, they're not what you thought martial arts was in their mind. Sometimes we suck on our fault, sometimes we suck to them for not our fault, right? So those 3 reasons. But you never during the L1 mention price of your memberships, and you never mention length of commitment of your memberships. Right. So those things shouldn't happen. Honestly, unless your program director is doing something wrong, they're coming across sleazy, slimy, boring. They have to be doing something wrong to turn those families off, not to want to come back and get what they paid for, or to get the belt to complete their uniform, right? Or you guys don't give away a free uniform. You have them stand in their street clothes, and your program director is boring, and you're doing something wrong, bad wrong. 100% of the people should come back for the second lesson. Right. Absolutely. Or they're talking about money to them or something like that. Okay. Again, I don't know what you're doing, but anytime we're discussing something, if you guys have follow-up questions, feel free to email us, barry@barryvanover.com. Feel free to go onto our YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching this, and just ask in the comment section below. Or just give us a call, 877-613-4900, and we'll discuss that question with you. I'll take 5-10 minutes to talk to you, just to help you out. Okay?
Barry, I've got another question for you. What about questions that don't make it on the show? What kind of questions have you had that are ones that you chose not to put on the show?
Right. We get some funny questions, funny comments too every now and then. One guy asked me, he got some new Wave Masters, and he was asking, should I put water or sand in the base of the Wave Master? And it was a legitimate concern to him. To me, it was kind of silly, so I didn't put it on the show, but I answered him, Water will be a lot easier to pour out and a lot cleaner when you got to move that, or if the base busts, it's going to be a lot easier to move it and clean it and stuff, and it's just a little bit of common sense there, but that was important to them. I had somebody ask me, should they have 1 phone line or 2 lines in their school? I'm guessing, hey, bro, let's just go crazy and let's have 2 phone lines. Right? Let's just do both lines. Maybe we have a fax machine, or maybe somebody's on 1 phone. We don't want to miss the other call coming in or something like that. So we get some funny ones, and we get some funny comments. The other day, I guess I was talking about the martial arts industry, and some guy was like, I'm a karate man, not an industry.
Oh,
Right, so I was like,
offended.
okay, all right, man. So you're typing that, sitting in your garage with your Everlast 1972 heavy bag hanging there, wishing you had some students or something. Go for it, So, and that may not be true, but I looked at his profile and I'm guessing it was true.
Okay.
I didn't even respond to him. I don't want any hard feelings or anything. Now he probably saw the show and now he's going to feel bad. But
Sidekick you.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just funny. Whatever. People say some funny stuff, and but everybody loves it. It's, the majority of the people. Every now and then you get somebody that we offend because we're talking too much business or something. So speaking of, we're talking a lot on this one. This is a long show, probably.
Sorry.
No, it's me. I'm the one that can't stop talking all the time for some reason. So, all right, we will end that, because we've took enough of your guys' time. Hey, send your questions to us. Email. You can hashtag AskBarryV on Twitter or on Facebook and ask your question. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.